Hi, my name is Leonard Munson, and welcome back to Readings by LeonardTMunson.net. And this is the new moon forecast. Okay, whenever the sun and the moon is in the same sign, that signifies a full moon. A new moon. A new moon is a time to start something new, a new beginning. Now, the new moon cycle begins with a 2-week period. Okay, the most powerful days of the full moon is 5 days prior to to the new moon, and 5 days after the date of the new moon. Now, the new moon will occur on October the 6th. 16th, correction, that's Mercury retrograde messing with me, 2020. And another interesting thing about this new moon is a super new moon. A super moon represents when the moon is at its closest to the earth, and the impact will be more profound. So now, since the sun is in Libra and the new moon is in Libra, what do Libra represents? Libra represents the seventh house. It represents the house first. The number 7 is a divinely directed. You're directed on your purpose, the reason why you are here. And it represents creativity. It represents balancing all relationships and partnerships. It also represents the house of open enemies. So these people that might be attacking you, giving you grief, they're coming out the woodwork and showing you that they're your enemies, and they have always been your enemies. So you're seeing it. Okay, and it also represents the house of spiritual blessings, the house of being a diplomat and using diplomacy to balance out everyone uh, and everything you want to get. So if you use diplomacy and speak your truth from your fifth chakra, which is your throat, in a diplomatic uh, way, and the presentation also has a lot to do with it. Okay, the seventh house also represents decisions and indecisions. So you need to get off the fence and make that decision. Take that chance to move things forward and come out the stalemate. It also represents the house of others, being concerned about others and not just yourself, and legal situation. So if there's any legal issues that's facing you, or any lawsuits, or anything you have to do with the criminal justice system, there will be a balance there and will benefit you. Okay? So that's what we have in the new moon with the sun in Libra and the moon in Libra, and a super full moon. So again, a super full moon, that the moon is closer to the earth at that time, and the impact is going to be more profound. Okay? Okay, this month in October, we're going to have two full moons. We just had one full moon on the 1st, and then we're going to have another full moon on October the 31st. And the first full moon was called the harvest moon. That's when the farmers is bringing in the harvest, storing some, uh, selling some, okay? And the second full moon is called the blue moon. So uh, many of you have heard this song. I think it was recorded by the Drifters. Blue moon, I saw you standing alone. So that's where it comes from, the blue moon. So anytime you have two full moons in the same month, the second one will be a blue moon. So this new moon is the new beginning in the areas of relationships and partnerships we just mentioned. Okay. Also adding to the mix, Mercury will be retrograde. It went retrograde on October the 13th, 2020, and will stay retrograding to October to November the 3rd, 2020. When a planet is retrograding, that represents the two words re. So when that planet was moving directly 3 months ago, you're going back to check your progress, reestablish, review, recheck, uh, refocus, direction. So anything that deals with reviewing, rechecking, all of that is happening now. Okay, also we have Uranus, Mars, and Neptune also messing up this new moon uh, and bringing their vibes in. Uranus is retrograding in Taurus. So Taurus, ruling planet is Venus, which deals with love, money, and possessions. Mars is retrograding in Aries, which deals with raw energy, action, vigor, and force. Okay, and it deals with passion, love. Okay, then we have Neptune retrograding in Pisces, illusion, dreams, secret enemies, healing institution, or things of healings on an emotional level behind the scenes. Okay, one thing in common: Libras have a tendency to look at life through rose-colored glasses. At this time, those glasses coming off. You're seeing clarity. Okay, so this is what this new moon is bringing: clarity in the partnerships and relationships and creativity. Pisces have a tendency to have their heads in the clouds and wear rose-colored glasses. Take them off and see reality as it is. The new moon will bring in some problems of its own with power struggles, with these harsh planets of Mars, with these planets of Mars, Saturn, and Pluto. Okay, we just mentioned Mars is retrograding, and we just mentioned Saturn is direct, and Pluto is direct in Capricorn. So Capricorn represents government, institution, tearing down that old foundation and bringing it up to a stronger, better foundation. So a lot of things is changing. Okay, your outlook and everything is changing. Pluto also went direct and is in Capricorn. Will be there to I think 2023, and it's bringing up issues that has been hidden, that been uh, pushed aside, that needs to be addressed. And since Pluto is the ruling planet of Scorpio, and it's the ruling planet of Aries. So there's some issues of emotions that has been lingering, that has to be directed, and it has a lot of passion, vigor, force, and could be a lot of anger about these emotional issues that needs to be brought to the surface and dealt with. You can't suppress it anymore. Okay. Now Mercury is retrograding in Scorpio. So again, this is this emotional stuff with Pluto being a ruling planet of Scorpio, and Mars, a ruling planet of Scorpio, and Pluto is the ruling planet of Aries and Mars. So there is some anger that has to associate with emotional issues that has to be brought up and balanced out. And so, okay, so this will bring up a lot of rage and resentment and emotional issues, what I just mentioned. Okay. All right. So we're going to go and talk about how this is going to affect. Okay. So it brings imbalance in our lives will come out of the moon messy empowerment. Instead of fighting, find ways to bring peaceful resolutions to these things and issues. Aries, good and unpleasant news with this new moon. Okay, let's talk the good news first. Bad news. Opposition to your ruling planet, Mars, also retrograde in Aries. Try to avoid any friction in partnerships, Aries. That's the bad news. The good news, use the burst of energy to bring a breath of the truth of news in your partnerships, Aries. Let's see. Sex tension is also high in your partnerships, Aries, and your motivation to close uh, to close down things that create strife and bring a more balance in with you, Aries, for this new moon. Okay, Taurus, new moon will bring harmony, structure into your schedule. So your schedule has been erratic and it's not been set up in a structured way. So this new moon will bring uh, more harmony into your schedule, and uh, uh, release your calendar with all this tedious things and distractions that you've been have going on. Prioritize your wellness above all. In other words, you have not been taking care of yourself, eating, exercise, not getting enough rest. You need to revitalize yourself, Taurus. Okay? Decline any unnecessary planned projects. Diplomatically, don't bite off more than you can chew. So you've been biting off more than you can chew. So you've been feeling drained. So let's recharge yourself. Gemini, this new moon brings a great opportunity to plant seeds for passion and the projects that you're working on. Working through the obstacles first, taking a breathe, taking a break from the frustration you've been having, Gemini. Keep your eye on the prize and focus. Use this energy to build something great and artistic with passion and love. Cancer, this new moon is pulling you in many directions. Balance your feelings at this time. Okay? Deep hidden feelings and memories will come to the surface. So again, we mentioned this Pluto and Capricorn, tearing out that old foundation and putting yourself on a better foundation. Stay home and get cozy and spend some quality time with self and close friends. Bring some balance in your internal, that's mean within, an external world by nurturing yourself, taking care of yourself, love yourself. Okay? Leo, then this new moon will smooth out any communication issues that you've been having. Take a look at your day to day priorities. Prioritize people you come in contact with. Look at different ways to make details in your life to work by bringing balance. So you're looking at the details and it's too much. So you're going to have to look at it in a different way to bring balance out, Leo. Virgo, this new moon brings an issue of monies to the surface. Establish a budget to reduce your debt. Getting rid of bad habits that create more debt. Building a firmer foundation of your resources. Get around or over the roadblocks. Also, do some problem solving, Virgo. Libra, this new moon is in the month meaning meaningful moments at this time. Embrace balance, harmony, beautiful new beginning within yourself. Drama, discord in the deepest partnership. So there's going to be some drama and some partnerships here. The deepest part of yourself is going to be upset, but you have to bring that balance. Accept things as they are and keep the peace. Then you will emerge on the other side more stronger and a more powerful version of yourself. Okay? So you're going to be tested, Libra. Bring that balance in and use that diplomacy and diplomat part of you. Scorpio, this new moon makes a turning point within yourself. Get in touch with your internal self, which is more spiritual. In other words, start doing some meditation, okay? Start doing some self evaluation of what you want, and you have to go inside. So when you see your internal self correcting things, then the external will also do that too. Strengthen your relationship to your unconscious mind and the truth. Sharpen the opening of your third eye, which is here. Okay, Sagittarius, the new moon brings a closer look at your community. Get set in your set get in your rule and use diplomacy. Okay, use diplomacy and leadership at this time and be the leader of the pack. Tension in the areas of love, money will occur under this new moon. Bring your frustration out by being more focused on team efforts. So, in other words, ask if you need help. Assistance, Sag. Communication with your friends and speak out on those issues that you are strong about. And if when you do this, Sag, you will see and be surprised at the change. So, in other words, I feel you've been holding back your truth, Sag. So speak it, but speak it in a diplomatic way and present it in a pleasant way where the balance will come. Capricorn, this new moon brings a strong focus on the areas of your career. An opportunity to start something new and different will happen. A need to balance and bring your external and internal views together. This will revise the way your public image is presented to the world. And to the world. I'm just doing to the world. Embrace the middle road. Weigh each decision about your job and your career and the direction that you want to go, Capricorn. Consciously, you will see a new path towards your professional goals open up. Okay, Aquarius, the new moon brings shifts in your philosophy, your thoughts, and your opinions, and how you see the world. The upheaval that is all and the upheaval that is all around you. Feel the disharmony. The feeling of disharmony affects you deeply. Step back from the eye of the storm and take a balance. This will allow your feelings to grow and form in a fresh state. Pisces, the new moon brings to you to explore your deepest desires. Set the right boundaries around intimacy and destroy taboos. Spend the new moon swimming deep into your subconsciousness. Embrace what is inside of you. You will discover what makes you stronger through vulnerability. In other words, drop down your guard and be open to vulnerability. It's like you see the picture of the world card in the tarot, and the woman is naked. So She's dropping her vulnerability. She's not afraid to show who she really is. She doesn't need clothes to protect her because her vulnerability and her real self protects her. So I hope you all enjoyed the new moon forecast. Now you can reach me at readingsbyleonardtmunson.net or my email address, mercury524 at msn.com, or my Facebook page, Readings by Leonard T. Munson, or you can reach me on LinkedIn and Twitter. And I appreciate if you will like, share, and subscribe. Ciao, and I see you again when we do the full moon cycle in Scorpio.